The Rock Community Church, we are all about know, love, live, share. Know Christ, love Christ, live Christ, share Christ. This is our fourth location where we're at right now, but it's in a building that was given to us, what could be a historical church. It's not registered as such, but it could be. We're in a ethnically diverse neighborhood in a first-ring suburb of Cleveland, just a couple blocks south of the city limits, pretty much in the splash zone for Cleveland. Not really suburban, not suburban at all, and not really inner city, but that kind of in between no man's land of urban ministry. Have a multicultural congregation, multi-ethnic, multi-generational. It's not as diverse as we'd like it to be, but it's continuing to become more and more diverse and really reflect the community. We just have a heart for the area where we're at, the neighborhood and our geography. Mike will tell you some of the details, but felt like God's given us this place and we're supposed to take responsibility.
Yeah, it's neat because for us, believing that every man, woman, and child needs to have a repeated opportunity to hear the gospel, we have some really neat church partnerships in the area that we appreciate a lot. And it's especially helpful because the needs of the community are a little unique compared to how we grew up. I mean, Dave grew up more, rural, and I grew up a suburban kid, and so we really are more of an urban context. And so it really helps us understand better and work together with other people to reach others. And the community here is unique. We feel like we learn something new all the time because not being this first-ring suburb and that Cleveland's such a shrinking city, I think we're now under 400,000 as a city. The city has sort of moved to the first-ring suburb, and for us that creates awesome gospel opportunities, also some challenges because the identity is not really there. For us, when we moved in this building about 4.5 years ago, at this point, we slowly began to notice, well, it didn't take long probably, but that the people that were coming to see us weren't in the same situation that the folks we were hanging out with even 2 miles south of us. And so needs for compassion ministries and things like that crept up because we really wanted to reach people where they were at. If we were a soccer community, we would have done soccer. If it was a heavy baseball community, we would have done baseball, but we had hungry people, so we fed them and used that for an opportunity to share the gospel with them. And so then that led to really doing some research on who are the people that are immediately around us. So in our immediate circle of influence here where we are now, within a 2.5 mile radius, we have about 38% of that populace makes under $25,000 a year, and 52% of that makes under $15,000. That and the single mom rate's almost double the U.S. average. It's 94% higher than the U.S. average. And in our schools, which again, growing up in the suburbs, this wasn't one of my experiences. We have this thing called a mobility rate, which is how many kids turn over in the same school year, and that's at 38%, and if you add in the summer, it's over 60%. And so we have this really transient population that we're really learning how to love and reach into and see disciples made. We're seeing that, but also teaching them to obey all that the Lord has commanded. And so that's it's been a lot of fun, but that's the community that we're in. We're a couple blocks from the city border. We aren't right downtown. But there has been, particularly the last 15 years, a lot of flight from this community. And so there's definitely a sense of we want to improve ourselves just enough to get out. And our heart for people is Jesus is enough, you don't have to run. So that's a little bit about where we do ministry.